weather and there are sharks in the water.
Copy that. We're on our way.
What is that noise?
Talk about a thriller. You guys okay?
Yeah, I don't like sharks.
Just a little bit, all right? Welcome back to GMA3. That was a clip from Ryan Murphy's new hit show, Dr. Odyssey. And the series follows the new onboard doctor for a luxury cruise ship, the Odyssey.
Get ready for tons of juicy medical drama. Miles from shore. Here to tell us more is star and executive producer of Dr. Odyssey, Joshua Jackson.
Joshua!
Thanks.
So, Ryan Murphy is such a hit maker.
Yes, he is.
When he came to you with this idea, like, what did you think?
You know, he didn't actually pitch the idea first. The way he pitched this show was, I feel like we have all collectively been holding our breath for the last 4 years, and I want to make the show that is the exhale. I was like, oh, I like that. And I was at a place in my life where, one, I needed to be in LA, and two, it sounded good after the couple years that I've had to do something that is light and bright and fun and adventurous and has all of these, like, happy elements to it, even though
that's light and bright and fun.
I mean, okay, we mess with it a little bit, but at the end of the day, like, you're supposed to enjoy this show, right? Yeah. It's not supposed to be heavy and serious, and that sounded like heaven to me. And then he put together this amazing cast, and yeah, we just go out and do the craziest, wildest, silliest, most over the top stuff every week.
Honestly, it does nothing but stress me out. Being in a position with sharks involved. So my question is, what do I need to know if I'm joining your medical team?
Be prepared for absolutely everything, like literally everything. So my brother is a doctor as well, and I have definitely had to call and be like, so, Jonathan, let's say that I had a necrotic bowel caused by an ingested rubber duck. What would I do in such a situation?
Get off the boat.
Yeah, get off the boat, exactly. Yeah, so it is wild, and again, it's Ryan and our team of writers. It's their fantastical imagination, and you run it through this, beautifully absurd place that we are, right? So the medical drama happens on a boat, so you don't have the access to everything in the world. You have to kind of MacGyver it every week just to make it happen. And we get to bring in amazing guest stars, and yeah, it's just a ton of fun. I really enjoy making this show.
And we've all talked about our fear of sharks. What was it like making those scenes?
Well,
he's like, let me take a moment. Yeah.
So, understandable fear of sharks. Sharks, totally misunderstood creatures. You're almost always going to be just fine with sharks. I have to say that, not as a representative of the Odyssey.
I don't know if I believe that, but I will watch.
Understand that, but physically don't.
Yeah,
so it doesn't register.
So if you're on a beach and you're splashing around, maybe, or if you're on a surfboard, but like generally speaking, if you're in and around water with sharks, we do so much damage to sharks around the world. We kill these animals for their fins. We trap them in nets. They're like a cornerstone species for any good, healthy aquatic environment. So I do feel like I have to say, like, they're just characters in the show. Jaws is not a real thing. You're going to be fine. But for our purposes, those are digital sharks, believe it or not.
What?
Wow.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
How far we've come. Let me tell you, when I started working in television, if you tried to do a digital anything, it did not look like that.
Yeah.
Now, like, we are able to pull off wizardry.
They look so real.
And interact with the people around them. Yeah, it's magical.
Well, but then how do you act truly afraid?
Yeah.
I guess that's the acting.
If you do,
I mean, if you don't do that, you got bigger problems. Sharks or no sharks, you know what I mean?
You gotta scream, Eva.
It's just less scary when there's not a real shark there.
That's true, but that's the gig. Yeah, you gotta do that.
Ryan's known for like crossover stuff,
Yeah.
so what's your dream crossover scenario?
Well, we did it. We had Miss Angela Bassett. She comes in 2 weeks episodes, so we have to do a 911 crossover, and we allow her to get out of her 911 mode for a second, get all dressed up and come into the Odyssey world, but having her around was magical. She is everything she's billed to be, and so much more. She's incredible.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
You still believe sharks are friendly?
I
didn't say friendly.
I know they're not trying to
I wouldn't go
hurt
over
us.
like
You
at the
sold it
shark.
that way.
You know what I
I'm
mean?
like, nah.
Yeah, I just don't want to risk it.
Yeah, I mean, I dive a lot, so I've been in the water with sharks, and there are certain species of sharks you definitely don't want to be in or around, but mostly you're going to be okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
They're not all the bad guys.
they're not all the bad guys.
Joshua Jackson, thank you so
Thank
much
you
for
for
being
having
here.
me.
Dr. Odyssey will be back Thursday, March 6th at 9 p.m. on ABC and streaming the next day on Hulu.
Sounds good, and it looks good.